What's going on, everybody? So, you're wondering why my screen looks like this? Well, my picture right here is covering up the worst of 2015, and I'm covering up the list, one, because it's that small, and two, that way it's a surprise and you can't really click away once you see one that you hate. And like, all right, I got there. I got it. Well, no. First, an honorable mention because, okay, first off, this movie. I've seen it plenty of times. I love it. I watch it every Christmas. It's a great movie. But that being said, my honorable mention for worst of 2015 is Elf because when I saw it in the theater, some theater was showing a special screening of it, and it looked like not that it was on DVD, but it looked like it was film from 2004, and it was grainy and pixelated, and the audio was so bad that it hurt my head. It was one of the worst movie experiences I've had this year. So for that reason, Elf is an honorable mention for worst of 2015. But again, I love the movie, and it also didn't help that I'd watched it 2 times already. But my brother was like, "Hey, we gotta go see this." I'm like, "All right." So yeah, that was one of the worst of 2015. It's no negative towards my brother at all. I love him. Okay, number 10, Fantastic Four. The first 2 acts were decent, and the third one, Fox took over, and it became a stink pile of a movie. Um, yeah, like I actually liked it up until the third act, and it's just like who took over the direction of this movie? Because it wasn't Josh Trank, it wasn't the original director, it was Fox, and it was horrible. They took out all the action. They literally, being so serious, they took out every action scene. And the one hint at action lasted 5 seconds. 5. This movie is dull, and it's not great at all, really. But yeah. Number 9, 50 Shades of Grey. I will say I did not watch this whole thing. Watched about 15 minutes of it before anything weird happened, if you know what I mean. And it was just badly acted, badly written, badly. The dialogue was so bad and laughable. It was like, who greenlit this? Number 8, The Walk. The first 2 acts were really boring and dull. The third act, when he's actually walking between the Twin Towers, the first time it was like, wow, this is so cool. We saw it in IMAX because how else are you going to see it? And once he went across once, we're like, okay, that's pretty cool, good movie. And then he was like, but then something told me I got to do it again. And it's like, he just went back and forth between the cops, and it's just like, okay, we get this is cool, it's dangerous, just get off the wire. I want to go home now. This is one of those movies where you check your watch every 5 minutes. It, it had the potential to be so good, but the documentary was better. Um, yeah, number 7, The Wedding Ringer. You don't even remember that it came out this year. It was back in January. It wasn't horrible, but I only laughed like a couple times, and it was awkward. Um, Number 6, I will get ridiculed for this. Number 6, Mad Max Fury Road. Hear me out. Mad Max Fury Road is visually one of the best films of the year. Visually, right? But that's not what makes a film good. What was the story? Because I turned it on one day and was like, okay, this is weird jumpy cutting. What is going on? I didn't know what was going on. There was hardly any dialogue in the first place, and that was my first Mad Max movie. But like, what happened? Visually, one of the best films of the year, but I don't know I don't know what was going on. Number 5, The Hunger Games: Mockingjay Part 2. Garbage. It was garbage. Paul Blart Mall Cop 2. Number 3, Sinister 2. Sinister 2 had the potential to be so good, but once you get a different director in there, it just doesn't pan out normally. Number 2, Minions. so not good. And number 1, the Divergent series Insurgent. Hands down, the worst movie of this year. The absolute worst. It was garbage. It was so bad. I bought Insurgent the weekend that it was out on Blu-ray because I didn't see it in the theaters because I didn't want to. So I'm like, all right, I'll give this movie a chance. I watched it. 10 minutes after I watched it, I put it on eBay and it sold. I'm just like, get this out of my house. So yeah, those were the top 10 worst movies of the year. My list is not as professional as everyone else because I don't, you know, why, like, if once I get more and more subscribers, I would love to go all out and edit this thing, make it look all flashy, get better lights, get a better camera instead of just using my laptop. I would love to do that, but I only have like 18 subscribers or something. So I mean, once I get a bigger fan base, if I get a bigger fan base, once I get there, then my videos will be more productive. I'll get more money, buy bigger things, make my videos look really good, sound better, all that jazz. Yeah, if you guys like my worst list, leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you did not, don't worry, just hit subscribe and wait for my top 10. It's coming right after this one. Yeah, I will see you guys over in the top 10 films of 2015.